Hi, my name is Chelsea Rose, and I am here to offer you a couple tips on how to live a more fulfilled and happy life. So, if you ever feel like you are just reaching for more, you don't know what it is, and you just feel like you're destined for something greater and you're just not getting it, this could help you kind of work towards that path. So we'll start with a little exercise to get us moving. If you're driving, definitely keep your hands on the wheel. Otherwise, let's reach our arms as high as you can into the sky. Like really try to reach it. Reach up high, 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 high. Now reach half an inch higher. So notice with a little guidance you're able to do that. You probably thought, I'm reaching as high as I can go. Quit telling me to reach higher. And yet, after I said reach half an inch higher, you could do so. So there's definitely something inside of you that can push you a little further along your path. So for me, I always believed that life is full of lessons. And with two sisters, I thought maybe if I learned both their lessons and mine, then I'd just be able to like leapfrog them. So through the years, I've paid attention to little things about how my life's flowing, what's happening in it, and noticed when I paid attention to the four aspects of myself and kept them in balance, my life flowed together easily. So the four aspects to your being, just four aspects, would be the first is the physical body. So if you're taking care of yourself, are you working out, are you eating right? All those things do matter. Yes, you matter. And the second thing would be your spiritual side. So it doesn't matter if you're religious, if you're not religious, if you meditate, whether it's reading for you, going on hikes, just do something to connect to that not so physical body side. If you love science, definitely study how we're all composed of cells, vibrating at certain frequencies. That's kind of spiritual. You learn that, whoa, there's a lot more going on here than I would think just looking at the surface. So in this video, we're going to get a little bit deeper. The third thing is going to be your mind, how you think, how you perceive life. So the same situation can happen to 10 individuals, and each one will perceive it differently based on how they perceive life, how their brains, their neural paths were formed. And that happens from small ages. So like 0 to 4, 50% of your brain. From 4 to 8, 35%. From 8 to your mid-teens, about the rest of your brain, there's still like 10% that doesn't get formed until you're 23 years old. That's when your brain really stops developing as quickly, and that's why kids can pick up everything so quick. My niece memorizes books. She doesn't know how to read, however, it seems like she does because she can open the book, tell you the title, and she'll tell you if you missed a word on it. Her brain is so potent, it'll just absorb anything. All right, so the fourth is, since we're living in 2013, your income, your wealth, your stature, how you look at yourself, what you want in life, all of those great things are going to have to be in alignment, coming into balance with yourself and where you want yourself, where you see yourself. You need to be acknowledging where you are and then moving forward from there. So now that we've got the four aspects down, let's work on it could be pretty or not so pretty side, the emotional side of life. So let's start with babies because they're perfect. When babies are born, they are super emotional. They go from super excited, I love life, I'm having such a great time, yay, to like, wah, I need fed now, I'm hungry, I lost my toy, to super upset. And then when they become adults, we control our emotions a little bit more, just stuff them back down inside of us until one day they just explode out. Have you ever met someone that's pretty combustible? Especially when they drink. Some people just should not, a lot of people should not drink. So anyways, we go through these emotional stages. So starting with, let's do relationships. Everyone's probably been in a relationship. So you're in a relationship, everything's going really good, you're super happy and excited about life, and then you guys break up. So you go down, down, down. Maybe you go to the bottom. You're super sad. Some people even get suicidal here. And you probably told yourself, I never want to feel this again. I'll never do this again. So then the next guy comes along, or the next girl, and you're going up, you're going up, you're going up. You don't go up as high this time because you said you don't want to go down as far, which is fine. So then you guys break up and you go down. You don't go down as far, so you just go down a little ways. And then you have another relationship, you get excited, And then you guys break up, so you go down. So you start to live in this middle gray zone. You see how that happens? Okay, so a lot of us have done it. Is this just not even in relationships? Let's take it back further to when you were in school. Okay, so you're in school and you're super smart. You love math. It's so fun for you. You just want to do it all the time, which is great because you're really good at it, right? So some people might start to pick on you. They call you a nerd. They tell you that you're weird. They don't really like to hang out with you. And then for the opposite, let's go to the people that maybe they didn't learn the same way as everyone else, because let's face it, we're not actually supposed to be robots. And so they were told they were losers. They're dumb. They're stupid. So the only people that didn't get picked on were these middle, mediocre people that were all trying to dodge the radar. They don't want to be too good and they don't want to be too bad. So they're just trying to stay in the middle, which is where a lot of us find ourselves, right? You're living this mediocre life. You're not getting your dreams. However, you're not down in the dumps. So we need to acknowledge the fact that we're trying to stay in this middle class. And you made that decision at such a young age that now you're still living from that place because your brain stopped developing and you stopped realizing this. You weren't trying to figure out how the brain works. If you want to have a car last, what do you need to know? How the engine works. You need to change your oil. You need to keep it clean. You need to get the transmission fluid checked out once in a while. You need to keep the levels high. Same with your life. To figure out what's going on in your life, you need to figure out how your brain works. Your brain controls your body. If I want to run because I'm scared, guess what? My brain says, I'm scared, run, fight or flight response. If I want to dance because I'm happy, guess what? I don't say, oh, I'm going to start dancing. No, my brain says, hey, yeah, let's dance. I like this music. Watch kids, the music comes on, they just start to move their bodies. There's no conscious decision, oh, now dance. No, the brain just starts going on and they just start moving. All right, so now that we've got those emotions, we all acknowledge that we need to start living from our emotions. Let's go into what I can do for you. So I am here to share with you some knowledge, share some things I've learned that have helped my life immensely and have created situations beyond what I thought I was capable of at one point or another. So it's not like The Secret. The Secret is great. I think it has some great things to offer. Although that's one universal law and there's many, many universal laws. So let's make an agreement. Maybe we're going to start to reawaken ourselves. We're going to let down those guards. We're going to feel those emotions. We're going to let that pain come up from our childhood. We're going to call our parents that we haven't talked to in some time. We're just going to start to let go of some things. Stop carrying everything on because of your future is being created right now. It wasn't what you did yesterday is what created today. So what you do today is going to create what you do tomorrow. It's this overlaps of time that you control. Now here is the biggest secret of all. You are in control of everything. Your entire life. Your entire existence. From one point in your life, you decided you were going to live it this way. You decided, I'm not going to show my emotions. I'm not going to get into a crazy loving relationship because I got hurt before and I got cheated on and I don't want to feel that again. Okay? You decided, I'm not going to be too smart because the smart people get made fun of, but I'm not going to be a loser because I don't want to be dogged out either. So you decided that you wanted to live this mediocre life. So now you need to make a decision. Do you really want to change? Do you really want to help yourself out? Do you really want to feel fulfilled? Do you want to have a loving, uplifting relationship with yourself and with others? Do you want to have a great community? Well, then you've got a little things to do. You've got to notice how the brain works. You've got to notice how your life flows together. The first thing is you just need to accept that you're creating this experience. Accept that it's your mind's perception. And instead of focusing on the negative all the time, which I so often hear people do, let's start to focus on the positive. You can do this when you're fighting with someone, your significant other. When you don't want to talk to each other anymore and you're just had enough and you're lying in bed about to go to sleep, you can say, hey, let's say 5 things we do like about each other. And then right there, you've decided, you've acknowledged you're upset, you let those emotions go, and then you've decided to change it. You say, hey, I'm taking control. I'm not going to let my brain and my I hate this, I'm upset with this relationship sucks, run. Now I'm being conscious. I'm going to make a conscious decision to change this. So you say 5 things you like about him or her. They say 5 things you like about you. And after that, you'll start to feel some energy shifting. You'll start to feel like, oh, I do really like this about you. Oh, I do really like you. And you'll kind of see that, whoa, you controlled that situation. Now imagine what you can do. Now imagine what you can create. That's the amazing part. So you've got some work to do. You've got to decide if you're going to be dedicated. That's a big thing. Being dedicated to yourself, being dedicated to your dreams, being dedicated to whatever that is for you. When I was about 16 years old, I got really sick and I was in the hospital for a while. And I thought, if I die right now, what have I done? What is life? Like, what was that? It was just an existence of me partying, learning some math, some letters, some numbers, hanging out with my family. Like, that was it for me. Well, that wasn't enough. Like, that didn't fulfill my soul, like, on a spiritual level. There was something deeper that I needed to come out of it with. And I decided that I want to help people. I want to help people know that they can live the best life ever, the life of their dreams, because I believe that we can all do that. We have so much here. We came from dirt and trees to building skyscrapers, feeding millions of people. Like, that is crazy. We can fly across the country. I could get off this computer right now, leave, and go take a jet plane somewhere. Like, that is a decision. We've created that. You can create something even more exquisite for your own life. All you've got to do is figure out what you truly want, what truly makes you become awakened. And some of us have forgot our passions because we've been living this mediocre life where we don't want to have our emotions, and then we don't want to have anyone look at us because we don't want to be too great. We don't want to be too dumb. So you're just kind of putting on the show, letting things slide by, floating through life. And now is the chance where you can take initiative. So we've got to accept our responsibilities. We've got to take some action, seek some wisdom, allow others to help us, and we've got to make some decisions. I want you to get committed to yourself. If I say I want to lose weight, guess what? I'm going to go out there and buy some jeans. I'm going to write down a list on my fridge of what food I'm eating. I'm going to clean out my cupboards of all the junk food, put fresh food in there, and I'm going to do that because I'm that dedicated to do that, to lose that weight, whatever it is. Figure out how dedicated you are and just do it, because you are capable of anything and everything. And I'm here to support you and acknowledge you and inspire you until you realize it for yourself. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.